Blog Talk Radio.
Basically.
What the hell is that?
I'm sorry. Well.
Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show. Will and Thunder Show. Thunder. Will and Thunder Show.
Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show.
Well, hello, and welcome to the Will and Thunder Show. And will you be my neighbor? No, I'm just kidding here, guys. Let's liven things up a little bit. I am Kevin Thunder, and this is the Will and Thunder Show, man. Everybody get up, stand up. Look, man, we're on the verge of some greatness coming on this weekend, and we're on the greatness of the best Tuesday night ever. I mean, look, it's Tuesday night. It's the Will and Thunder Show. It's even better than a Friday. So anyway, welcome into the Will and Thunder Show. I am Kevin Thunder. Along with you right there, you heard the giggle from our man, Will, right there. And in the background somewhere, we have the lady in black, Chris. How are you guys doing this evening?
I'm great. But that wasn't a giggle.
I hope you like my introduction right there.
I don't giggle.
All right, whatever you did right there, it sounded like a giggle. You're like,
a chuckle.
When a male does it, he chuckles.
Okay.
When a woman does it, she giggles.
Well, you know, same difference with Will, so I'm just kidding, buddy. I'm just playing. Anyway, welcome into the...
I'm staying out of this.
See, that's what sucks here, is you do have the power in that situation right there, and that kind of sucks. Anyway, so did you like my Mr. Rogers intro right there?
Yeah, that was funny. But if I did that, I do have the power to do it. But if I did that, then I would have to I'd have to do the lead on the show, and you know, you're better at that than I am.
No, we're no better than anyone else on this show. We're all equal parts here, 1, 2, and 3 right here. And I think, you know, without any of us right here, this wouldn't work. So anyway, welcome in, guys, man. Good to talk to you guys. Man, it's been a long week, and a lot of things going on in the news. There's some cheaters out there that are going to go to the Super Bowl, and that kind of upsets me right there.
What else is new?
I know, but anyway.
You know what? Before we go any further, as a Viking fan, I'm just happy as fuck that Green Bay's out. Woo!
Oh man, I got a question.
Fuck it, Green Bay.
How bad do you feel right now if your name is Brandon Bostic?
You know, I mean,
probably about as bad
what?
as a Viking named Anderson did in 1999. So,
you know, it's just one of those things.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
My first day back to work since my knee injury was Sunday, and on my way to work, I'm listening to the game on the radio, and you know, Green Bay's up 19-0. I get to work. I'm like, oh, no big deal. Well, you know, another one of my colleagues got to work. Said, oh, yeah, they scored 7 points on it was like a fake field goal or something. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it's 19-7. You know, Green Bay's been dominating the game.
The funny thing. Oh, let me tell you something about that. I was on Twitter. Get the cash register ready. I was on Twitter on our Twitter page at Will and Thunder.
Where the hell? Why isn't it working?
Oh boy.
I did it anyway.
Wait, do that again, Will, just one more time. You were where?
Okay, I was on our Twitter page at Will and Thunder. Thank you. And people were saying that punter should replace Russell Wilson as quarterback.
And that's horrible. But anyway, I mean, on the same note right there, I mean, I guess the Seahawks were playing that horrible, but then they come back and they scored 15 points in 44 seconds?
Something like that.
At the end of the game. I mean, it was ridiculous, and I mean, I couldn't believe that they actually won the game. And then you go to the next game right there, where it's a blowout. I mean, 45-7, Patriots just totally annihilated the Indianapolis Colts. But then during the game, there was an interception by the Indianapolis Colts, and the safety who intercepted the ball went to the sidelines of the ball and goes, there's something wrong here. Now, and for people who don't know football, each team brings 12 balls to the game, and they interchange the balls constantly. And the ball has to be between 12.5 pounds of pressure and 13.5 pounds of pressure, because if it's elevated, the ball will sail further, and you can throw it further with a little bit of, because of air in there. And if it's softer than that, it's easier to catch, easier to hand off and handle because, the pressure's not in the ball, and, it's softer.
And it was raining the entire day. It was raining like the entire day.
So, which makes it harder to handle, the ball as right pressure. So, anyway, the Colt intercepts the ball, brings it to the sideline, and tells the trainer, look, there's something wrong with this right here. It seems a little, off right here. So the trainer takes it, and he calls upstairs and tells him, look, this ball right here is underinflated.
So his balls weren't as big as expected.
No. Well, hey, that's the Patriots right there. A lot of talk, no big balls.
His balls were not up to snuff.
Exactly. So they call upstairs, and upstairs call. Go ahead.
Before we get onto that, I saw a picture online that was a still shot from the game, and the ref's hand was right between right behind a Colts player, and in the picture, at first glance it kind of looks like the ref has his hand up the Colts player's ass, and it says shut up. It says shut up, Colts. We've just found the deflated balls.
Oh my
so
God.
Anyway, well, they're in the process right now of testing all of the footballs that the Patriots had. If they cheated again, they're going to lose some draft picks next year. But you have to look at things this way right here. They're going to the Super Bowl game.
How would you like to have that job to be a ball tester?
My wife loves it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I guess if you're a female, it's not so bad, but...
Hey, exactly. But anyway...
a straight female.
So they're going to test the balls, and if they get caught, they're going to lose some draft picks, which is no big deal right there. If you're with a team right now, like Belichick, who's been in the league for so long, and he's probably going to retire in a couple of years, and Brady's got 1 year left, and they're going to lose players, and they don't care about draft picks. I mean, the heyday's over. They're going to go back to a building period. So therefore, it's not a big deal. Look, if we lose a couple draft picks, why does it matter? If we can go win a Super Bowl this year by cheating, why not do this?
Well, you know what? I hope that, I hate to say this as much as I cannot stand the Patriots. I want them to win the Super Bowl. You know why?
So there's going to be an asterisk by it.
No, I don't care about the asterisks, and I don't even think there's. I don't think there's much to this this particular scandal.
So your brother-in-law can give you free tickets to the game.
Well, not even that. But I want them to win so that maybe if Tom Brady gets that 4th Super Bowl ring, he'll freaking retire.
Here's the thing. What makes me mad? You take a person like Pete Rose, who was one of the greatest icons in baseball, and with one mistake, was kicked out of baseball, cannot get into the Hall of Fame, and is exonerated from baseball, period. His name can't even be mentioned in anything that's baseball. And then you have Belichick.
Does that not piss you off, considering that a douchebag, scumbucket, asshole, piece of shit like Michael Vick still has a fucking job, when that piece of crap should be he shouldn't even be allowed to work at a fucking McDonald's, okay? And yet Pete Rose, for doing something that pretty much everyone does, which is gamble, I mean, yeah, he probably shouldn't have done it, but come on, we give this piece of crap another chance, and everybody says, oh, he has a right to earn a living. Fuck him. I'm saying it out there, all you Michael Vick defenders, fuck him, and fuck you too.
Damn.
Well,
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I could also tell the Michael Vick defenders.
Take a salt tablet.
Basically.
Well, what I'm saying is here, the difference is what Michael Vick did. Okay. Well, Michael Vick did is a different situation. Hold on. And we're not going to go into this. Hold on, real quick. What Michael Vick did is a criminal thing. What I'm talking about is a crime against the game that he's in charge of, like Pete Rose did.
But that's what I mean. Like,
okay, well, what I'm saying is here, now Belichick right here.
Do something really all that bad in the context of the big picture. What Pete Rose did was really not all that bad.
Oh, yeah.
But yet this guy is going to get shunned from the Hall of Fame for all his accomplishments and everything that he did because of this. But yet this other piece of crap is going to keep on earning a living for something we all know was morally wrong and just bad.
Hold on here. I mean, karma did come back and bite him in the ass, you know. I mean, he did wind up getting, playing backup quarterback to Geno Smith on the freaking Jets, and he's likely to lose that.
Well, you know what? And all righteousness here, with the Michael Vick thing, yes, what he did was intolerable. He did his time, and he has made leaps and bounds to try and change what he did. And I don't know. I don't know his head right here, and I can't say. Do I tolerate what he did? Not at all. Do I tolerate what he's done since and tried to make himself look better? If he's doing it to look better, then whatever. God will judge you for that. But he has done, and things for against animal cruelty since he's gotten out and tried things. So his job issue. That's neither here nor there, and that's a self thing that everybody has to look at. What I'm talking about with the Belichick,
is he going to be shunned from the Hall of Fame? If he ever has a chance to be eligible for the Football Hall of Fame, do you think he's ever going to be blacklisted from the Hall of Fame?
No,
probably not.
Sad thing. No,
I
don't
think that's
so.
Wrong. What he did, notwithstanding, it was, of course, obviously, it's no secret now how I feel about that. It was a horrible thing what he did. But my point being is, when you look at the two in comparison, it's just, come on, you're going to punish the shit out of one guy for this, but yet this other guy does that, and you're not going to do anything about it. Like, you're not even going to give him a slap on the wrist.
A slap on the wrist, even. You take Belichick, who got caught last time with the videotaping scandal right there, and all they did is they lost a draft pick, and he was fined $500,000, and the organization was fined $250,000. First of all, to fine the organization $250,000 is quarter to me and you, and fining him $500,000, he makes $7 million a year. $500,000 is not a big deal.
So maybe the MLB has standards. I don't know.
All right.
His family doesn't have a built-in.
Let's talk about our guest tonight. Jeez, damn.
We're just making a point right there. We're talking a little football like we do every time we open the phones. But anyway, let's talk about our guest right here.
We're not ESPN.
But you guys, this is your crowning moment for the Will and Thunder Show. I wasn't a part of this, so I'm proud of you guys because this tonight is your pinnacle, your zenith, everything that you guys got this band back together, and they're playing their 30th anniversary show this weekend, all because of you guys. And it's, by golly, if you're not going to give yourselves props for that, then I'm going to do it for you. And golly gee, let's just give them a round of applause.
Thank you very much.
You know what? I just want to say one thing right here. This is one of the greatest.
Such nice words, but
thank you very much, Chris.
I had to bring that down a little bit.
I just want to say right here. You know what? We had a part in this right here, but this is one of the greatest bands. Or entertaining group that I've ever seen in my life, and I love these guys. Especially Deadly right here, looking at him like a brother right there, and he loves us. And the thing is, us being a part of this right here and getting this to where it is right now it's not a crowning achievement. I don't want a medal. I don't want a crown. I don't want to sit on a high pedestal right here. What I want to do right now is just be grateful that maybe we were the match that set this fire. And to be grateful that they're back together. It's just such an awesome thing, man.
Thunder, you look so cute in a tiara. With your midget axe and your bass and your Jerry Lee Lewis bulletproof vest.
Hey, I didn't put those pictures online. How'd they get there? How'd you see that?
You put everything on Instagram, Thunder.
God bless him. Will, I told you. Those are for you, man. I wanted that for the scrapbook. That was it.
Oh, God.
It's part of the Will and Thunder scrapbook that goes on sale. Our Will and Thunder scrapbook.
It's now for sale.
It is now for sale on our Facebook page for the low price of $9.99.
The tiara and tutu, those were private pictures.
Side effects may include blindness.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Temporary insanity.
Is it an understatement or is it a thunderstatement?
Oh, and no refunds.
Oh, that was lame.
Anyway, all right. But seriously, man, we are on the eve of one of the greatest shows that are going to be performed of all times right here. King Center in Melbourne. Dead serious. It's going to be unbelievable. Melbourne, Florida, the harbor city. I mean, this is real deal, man. These guys, man, are getting back together, and I've been watching the Facebook posts, and I cannot even imagine how amazing it's going to be. And unfortunately, because I tore my knee out, I'm not going to get to be there.
You need to tell me. Okay, when they get here, I need to find out why they aren't sending a limo to pick you up.
I don't know.
Put them back together. I mean, come on. Like, this is not acceptable. I don't accept this.
That would be a very expensive limo ride.
I am so upset. The funny thing is,
you know, a Thunderjet or something. Like,
the Thunderjet.
Yeah, the Thunderjet. That's what we'll be working on there. When our show finally hits the big time.
That's right, the Thunderjet. The funny thing is, it'll be a little jet. It'll look like a mini school bus with wings.
It'll be a Cessna.
I'm on the Thunderjet. I'm on the Thunderjet. We're having fun.
You know what fascinates me, though, is that so many metal musicians out there, there's a link between metal musicians who fly airplanes. It's just so fascinating to me that we've got to find out what the attraction is one of these days. But there's so many. We could get one of these guys to, like, charter the Thunderjet. You know, that would be so metal, right? I mean, get one of these guys out there.
It's got to be the guy who's, sorry, I'm a brain stop right here. Who sings that? Can you take me high enough?
Oh, no,
He's got to be the pilot.
No,
Can you fly me over? I'm just kidding.
He'd be taking us to Crazy Town. And
I mean, hell, I live there anyway.
Hold on.
What are we doing a circle for?
Look, if I want somebody to fly me somewhere, I'll ask Bruce Dickinson. If I want a nice venison meal, I'll ask Ted Nugent.
Yeah, but I mean, we haven't hit the big time yet. You know, we gotta start small. You know, you don't become the CEO right away. You gotta have, you gotta.
Yeah, exactly.
I can just see it right now. A couple of people
our first
before
big
you like
gig.
Bruce.
Our first big gig will have some unknown band that has like ultralights fly us in there. That'll be fucking fantastic.
But I have to ask you guys, I mean, this is weird because now I'm interviewing you guys, but I have to ask you guys, though, this whole thing with Dead Serious, I mean, did you ever imagine being, obviously because you guys are from Florida and they're a local act, and well, everybody listening that's not from Florida is going to get to know them later on in the show, but
right.
For being what they mean to you guys as a local act and for you guys being fans as long as you have been, did it ever occur to you, did it ever cross your mind in your wildest dreams that somehow you would have a hand in bringing them back together, or how does that make you feel as longtime fans of this band and knowing that somehow you played a part in getting these guys to reunite after so many years?
I'm freaking honored.
Exactly. I mean, you know what? It reaffirms what Will and I talked about 2 years ago when we decided to do the show. I mean, because what we wanted to do is, get some bands that, nobody knew, or bands that people knew, and some signed bands and unsigned bands, and we wanted to do something in music that we loved and talk with musicians and, stir the pot a little bit. You know what? This is the one, this is our jumbo pot right here. This is the one that we stirred the most right here. And
the first time that I saw Dead Serious in concert, I was like 16 years old. I'm 41 now.
Yep.
And I've seen Dead Serious more than any other band on the planet.
Absolutely.
With the exception of the bands we were in, but then again, we didn't see ourselves.
Well, you can't see your own band in concert. I mean,
right.
That's, as the saying goes, the one.
I looked at Will every time we played.
But I'm
the only
bring
thing
this
that
up
sucks about being Rush is that you don't get to see Rush in concert, right? I mean, that's
but the thing is, seriously, and what Will's saying right there, we went and saw this band 100 times. And loved every time we saw the band. And, and the thing with Dead Serious is, you know what, they might play 10 of the same songs they played the last time, or might play a new song, but the show was always different, and they are so phenomenal when it comes to the artistry of the stage show and the music right there, that, you saw something different every time. And,
But I'm going to, in my monologue, I'm introducing the band on Saturday at the 30th anniversary show, and I'm going to put that, something like that into my monologue. Thanks, Peter. But I'm going to
play something like that. And I just want to say props to you, Will, and for representing the Will and Thunder show out there to the masses, and he's basically going out there alone and doing this, and and he's going to be out there, kicking ass, and I just want to wish you all the luck in the world, man. I wish that I was there with you guys. Well, with you.
Me too. I wish I was there. Period, man.
I mean, Thunder. I'd be like that scene in Lord of the Rings. I can't carry it, but I can carry you, and we'll climb the mountain up to the Dead Serios show.
Well, there's no mountains in Florida.
Well, we're trying something.
We got a couple hills, so you climb that hill, man. Honeymoon Hill.
Yeah, there might
Remember
be
that when you're up there.
in Florida, right? I mean, there's going to be a couple mountains in between, right?
Hey, Will, do you hear what I said?
Yeah, I did.
I know. Anyway, look, man, and I appreciate everything you're going to do, man. And I wish I could be there with you. Just, you know what? I want you to know right now that I'm going to be with you heart and soul right there. I get off work about 4 o'clock that day, and you're going to start doing your show. Introduce the show.
It'll be about 6 minutes to 7 Eastern, so 6 minutes to 6 your time.
Well, do me a favor. I want you to dial my number at 7 minutes to 7. I want you to leave it on so I can be there with you and hear you and be a part of the show right there. And I wish I could be there right there with you. Unfortunately, with my
well, what I'll do is I won't take it up on the stage with me because you might not be able to hear it, but I will. I'll leave it with.
Put it by the speaker.
I'll leave it with my wife, and I'll just be like, here.
You know what
awesome,
would be
man.
cool? I don't know if your wife is technically savvy enough to do this, but I think what would be really cool is if there's a way that we could get that on video and maybe upload it to our YouTube page.
She's going to film it with her cell phone, and
we'll go from there.
We'll upload it that night. We'll upload it that night after the show, at some point. But
this is a huge moment for our show because
it actually is.
I mean, obviously, I'm not from Florida, so I understand the magnitude of what this means to you guys, but I'm not in it, so I don't have that.
Okay, well, all right. So being from California, you remember the band Green Jelly?
Well, but for let me just finish my thought before I forget, because what I was going to say is I think that for me this is the ultimate proof that we're a magical show. This is the beginning of the trajectory of magic that the Will and Thunder show has had.
Yep.
And I do have further proof of why we're a magical show, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. But anyway, going on, Thunder, as you were going to say, or Will, whichever one.
You remember Green Jelly and how they got a little big with their Little Pig song?
Oh yes, I listened to that many times.
And I hate to say this, I love how the record companies do things, but they actually ripped off Dead Serious and created Green Jelly.
Well, basically what happened was there was this producer who was talking, interested in signing Dead Serious. This is back in the early 90s. Yep. And for whatever reason, the deal fell through. But
how long had they been around at that point, at the point that this was all going to happen?
15 years?
About 10 years.
Okay.
About 10. Well, no, about 8 years.
I just want to give our listeners outside of Florida kind of an idea of how long these guys have been around and what. So
they've been around. I mean, they were at their peak at that point, but grunge was literally just right around the corner.
Right.
But this producer was, all interested in them and everything, and he said, okay, well, we'll get in touch with you. And then he flew back off to L.A. or wherever because he heard about the band. I mean, the band was making national news. I mean, they were featured in Billboard magazine. They were featured, in several others, Hit Parader, I believe, and and they, so they drew all sorts of national attention. But
so they were coming up. They were getting their attention.
Oh, absolutely.
Getting in the right places.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then they never heard from this guy again. And 6 months later, little pig, let me in. And the funny thing was, Dead Serious. The guys in Dead Serious were getting phone calls saying, hey, congratulations! I heard you guys on the radio. I couldn't believe it. And they're like, what the hell? 3 Little Pig? What the fuck is this shit? And
yep. And I totally understand what you guys are saying because
it was. Hold on, I'm not. The story's not over. When the album came, when that Green Jello album came out, Deadly Serious got his hands on a copy of it, and sure enough, the same producer that they had spoke to 6 months prior, well, it was probably a little bit longer than that, but still, was listed as the producer on that album.
that doesn't surprise me at all.
They stole their gimmick.
Oh, I believe it. There's a couple of bands out there that I mean, I've mentioned a few in the femme metal scene that this has happened to offhandedly, but also there's a couple of bands from the Sunset Strip days that this happened to, and they have more famous counterparts that everyone knows and loves. But you know, if you're from Los Angeles, you know that's like, nope, these guys aren't the real deal. They're actually a take on some other band that was burning it up on the Sunset Strip in the 80s, but for whatever reason, their singer wasn't good looking enough, or they didn't have the right look for MTV, so they got passed over in favor of this band that now gets all the attention.
Well,
so yeah, I mean,
which kills me right there. You know, which kills me is right there is Dead Serious had the material, music-wise, down, dead to rights. Everything they did was great musically. I mean, literally as a musically band, they are spot on. Lyrics were all comical, fun, have fun, listen to this. You know, it's not your normal look, you know, oh, yeah, here we go, we're setting a fire, or, you know, we're listening, watching Satan or anything like that.
The funny thing about is they did, in their entire existence, they did 2 songs that I can think of right off the top of my head that are actually serious. One was Designated Driver.
Which actually was still a funny song, but it had a serious message, you're right.
And the other, Dysfunctional Family. Okay, so that's 3.
And still. And what's the other one?
And the other one was one of their really early classic songs that came out in the 80s. It was called I Want to Force Feed William Cruz. Which William Cruz,
and you know,
of course,
the thing is, but
hold on,
everything was done.
William Cruz.
Everything was done in a comical manner.
But I think this story about Dead Serious, and maybe we can talk more about it with them when they get here.
Oh,
but I
absolutely.
think this is a shining example of the corruption within the music industry, and people out there listening who kind of don't really know how the business works or don't really understand a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. This stuff like this happens more often than you would ever even realize.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it's just, unfortunately, I wish I could say, you know, well, not in their case, but I wish that a story like this was something rare, that, like, you know what, just one of those flukes that happen every now and then, but it really isn't. It's just, and unfortunately, and I think the point I was trying to make here is that you could be the best band in the world and have the most talent, and in the end, in the business, it really is about who you know. You could have everything going for you, and
their bass player, Joe Delcorvo, he is, and I've nicknamed him this a long time ago, a poor man's Steve Harris.
Nice.
I mean, the guy's got machine gun fingers. He's an incredible bass player, and
But that's just exactly it, though. I mean, you could be talented, but we all know. I mean, look at the shit that's on the radio these days. You don't have to be talented to be popular or to have a mass following.
Their guitar players, they always had great guitar players. I mean, back in the day, their guitar player was Doug Gibson, and he was up there in the conversation with with your people, Skid Row and stuff like that. I mean, he was a legitimate axe slinger. The guy they have now, Steve Pooley, he's actually one of their earlier guitar players, and he's back with the band. But I mean, and he's he's equal to Doug Gibson. But and the drummers that they've had over the years, I mean, they're all really solid, really good drummers that would
Well, I mean, I think that's the point I'm trying to make here is that obviously, and I think that's a lot of the misnomer that people have, especially at least in my line of work, about bands that I know that are talented that come from Europe. A lot of the argument that people have automatically is if they were that good, I would have heard of them. And I think that that's what people don't realize is that there is so much talent out there that you've never heard of, and it's not because they don't play as well as a popular band or that they don't have any musical credibility or talent. It's just really, in the end, the music business is really like a lottery. It's just, I mean, there are bands out there, you wonder how the fuck they ever got a record deal, and yet somehow they do. And then there's other bands where it's just, they have all the components to be superstars and somehow just never make it out of where, their local area or a small following. And it's just, it really is. It's kind of just one of these things where It's hit or miss. It could be,
exactly.
you know, you could be the best band in the world, and
tonight, though, by request of Deadly Serious, the singer, we're going to be playing some of their classic vintage stuff that came out in the
nice.
you know, in the 80s.
Old school stuff.
Yeah,
I can't wait to hear it.
Old school. We've got 4 songs, so I'm going to go ahead and play one of them now. And
oh yeah, we got to talk to Scary Justin before they get here.
Yeah, we are.
Yes,
and
we're
not gonna do news tonight because I mean I think Thunder and I are both like really pumped to talk to these guys. Tonight we're gonna have
well, I
players.
am too. I mean obviously you guys are probably gonna have more to say to them than I will, but I'm very interested in listening
Let me
to
tell
their
you what
stories.
you like.
I'll probably be listening more than I'll be talking to them. But
Well, these songs, I mean they're like I said, they're raw. They're studio recorded, but they're raw. I mean you've heard us play some of their songs before, Chris, right?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, they
Well,
came over. Yeah, they came on the show when not only on the Halloween special, but didn't they stop by to premiere one of their singles when we had
Buster's Got a Booger.
Which I'm shocked to hear was not one of their Serious songs. I was really close to hear it. I thought for sure this was one of their...
You don't even know. Just wait. Just wait and listen.
Bob Dylan protest songs.
Boozing, cruising.
But let's go ahead and play.
What are we playing first?
We're going to play, let's see. Oh, wow, there's a 6-minute song. Wow, they
Say
sent me
something scary for Justin.
I didn't even know that they had any 6-minute songs. But
go ahead, play us a song right here. Play us a good one.
Yeah. How about Harbor City? Harbor City.
That'll be fine.
On the Will and Thunder
I don't
show.
know any of these songs, so it sounds good to me.
I know.
back to the Will and Thunder show. That, of course, was the legendary Dead Serious from Central Florida, and their song Harbor City. Yeah, that's raw. That's vintage stuff right there.
Yeah, that was kick-ass. That was really good.
Yeah, well, the one thing I saw, one thing on Facebook, watching these guys, they're remastering all this stuff right here. And I believe they're going to put a best of kind of thing together right here, or you reissue everything that they're doing right here. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I've seen so many pictures, old school pictures, and and getting these old songs back out. It is, it is a staple, in that area right here, especially, the Harbor City.
And by
right
the
there.
way, if you wanna find them on Facebook, they're just type in Dead Serious and you'll be able to find them.
Well, Serious without the U. Just type in the word Serious.
S-E-R-I-O-S. S-E-R-I-O-S.
Right, it's serious. It's not Dead Serious, it's serious.
There's a funny story behind that, of why the name is spelled that way.
Well, let's save a couple of these stories for when they get here, so we have.
That's right.
Not that we'll run out of things to talk about, but
anyway,
I just had like two quick announcements, real quick, because I know we're going to be real busy talking to the guys and to Justin. Because we were talking about what a magical show we are. I have two more bits of evidence that prove we are a magical show, which is within this last week, I got a message from our friend Veronica from Benedictum, and great news. She has reached her Kickstarter goal for her new first solo album.
You're welcome.
Yes. Not only did she reach her goal, but she messaged me and said specifically that she wants to thank us for all of our help. That I think she said I think her exact words were, "I couldn't have done it without you." So that is one bit of evidence that we are a magical show. And
once again,
we helped Veronica reach her goal, and we can't wait to hear that awesome solo album. But also, in the last week, also, I believe it was the Metalholic website, just recently listed their top, I believe it was top 25 female vocalists of 2014, and three of our past guests made the list. And they were the ladies from...
Drum roll.
Oh, yes. Where is the drum roll?
Another one.
And one more.
All right, go ahead.
Drum rolls.
Because it's three ladies. The three women who got on the list... The three ladies who got on the list were Jessica from Mongrel, which was a past guest or a band that we have featured on the show, and then the other two, the other one was Nina from A Sound of Thunder, and the other one was our guest just last week, Sarah from Mind Maze. So congratulations to the three of you ladies.
Now, just a little thing out here. Thank everybody who's been on our show, and you know what? I'm glad that you guys have gotten your accolades, and I, hope and know that it was a part of our process of being on the show. For those who have, once in a while, there's only been a few who has kind of set us aside and missed the shows, who couldn't be here for some reasons or just kind of left us out to dry. In the words of Gandalf, I want to say, "You shall not pass."
You said it, Thunder. And you know what? For all those people out there, those fans that rejected us and thought that they were too good for the Will and Thunder show, screw you. We are magical.
We're too good for you, fuckers.
Yes, exactly. And you know what? The magic works both ways. It works both ways. If you don't come on our show, bad magic happens to you.
Well, there's only been three bands. In like a year and a couple months, there's only been 3 bands to stiff us, so I think we're doing pretty good.
I think we're doing pretty good. You know what? The thing is, The thing is, they don't realize how much fun they've missed right there. I don't care who you are or who you think you are. If you come on the Will and Thunder show, you're going to have some fun right here. We're going to talk and we're just going to shoot the shit and have some fun. This isn't, the Daily Show. This isn't.
Speaking of fun, it's time to play 5 words.
That's my favorite part of the new program. I love this.
Yes, our brand new segment, 5 words, which is for our listeners who didn't tune in last week for whatever reason because they were shot by Jerry Lee Lewis or abducted by aliens. What is the 5-word segment? Will, tell us a little about that.
5-word segment. We pick 5 words. 5 words that will. Well, last week it was 5 words to ruin a date. This week it's going to be 5 words that'll ruin a job interview. And you just come up with the 5 words, and I've come up with a few. Thunder's come up with a few.
Right. So what we're going to do is week to week we're going to pick a topic. Hold on.
Our buddy Scary Justin is also here.
Break it up.
He's got a few too. So if he wants to go ahead and join the queue, and we'll bring him in as well. And then we'll do Scary Justin's horror movie trivia here, pretty soon. We'll get
Justin.
We'll do the 5 words. We'll do the 5 words here just real quick, and then we'll get to the movie trivia, and then we'll bring Dead Serious on. So,
now I had a quick question. Is it 5 words that you don't want to hear at the job interview, being the interviewer or the interviewee?
The interviewee.
Either.
Okay, cool.
I went interviewee, so it was my idea. And welcome in, Justin. How are you doing tonight, brother?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing fantastic. And by the way, love the new website. I love the Facebook posts. Did you get my post today about the easy questions?
Yeah, I got a couple written down.
Oh, and by the way,
I was trying to fix the game, but
what's the Facebook page for Scary Justin's horror movie trivia?
It's official Scary Justin or Scary Justin movies or no Scary Justin's trivia, and they have like official in parentheses.
Justin gets a cha-ching now too.
See, this is not fair, dude. I've been on this show for 2 years, and I haven't even got a cha-ching yet.
Well,
you can find me at Kevin Thunder at Facebook.com, or you can find me at Kevin Thunder on Twitter.
You have
I feel better now.
Website.
I got to change.
We can give you a cha-ching every time we talk about Jerry Lee Lewis.
That should give me a cha-ching right there because I'm still alive. Much shit I talked about him, as many bass players he shot. I should just get a ching-ching for every day I breathe.
All right.
Anyway.
I'm gonna throw 5 words. I'm gonna throw a couple of them out real quick. 5 words to ruin a job interview. Here's one. What? This isn't a costume.
That explosion was an accident.
Oh, that's a good one.
I just came up with it right
now. Another one that I came up with was, I love Will and Thunder.
That'll get you the job.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I was hiring somebody, I'd be like, oh, you are hired. You come work for me now.
I've got a few more. Thunder, give us some of yours.
All right. Pants. Casual Friday, right?
Pants optional.
Your secretary is so hot.
Okay, that kind of.
You ready for the best one? You ready for the best one ever? You ready for the best one ever?
Go for it.
Sure.
Do you provide Obamacare?
That one's for you, Will.
Thank you. I had one along the same lines that said, I want $15 an hour.
Probation, is that a problem? I only steal from friends.
Chris, give us a couple of yours.
God, I just thought of that one. Let's hear a couple from Justin. I'll try to think of a couple while I'm.
All right, I've got a bunch more.
I texted you about that like 3 hours ago.
I know, but I've been busy.
I'm almost out of rehab.
I want to hear some of Scary Justin's.
My parole ends next week. There's another one.
I have a couple. The one I was texting earlier, I just shit my pants. Do I make you horny?
Come on, man. You can't eat. No.
I slept with the boss.
Go ahead.
Let's see. You have a small office.
Are you ready? Here, I got a couple more. You ready?
Are you wearing a wig?
Can you hear your stupidity?
Wow. Hey, you know what? That's what we all want to say when we're having a job interview.
You ready? I got another one for you. Got any scotch? Bourbon's fine.
I got a couple more zingers. What's your definition of stalking? Where are your security cameras? What's wrong with innocent touching?
Hey, that's not sexual harassment. That's 5 words.
I sued my last boss. And then
12 steps, okay?
I'm gonna throw out one more, and then
go ahead.
We'll wrap that. You know, I mean, if you guys have a couple more.
I got a couple more too, but anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
And
you put a couple more off there, a couple more.
Okay. And then my last big one is I'm a big Jets fan.
Yes, that's one for every week, right?
Sure, why not?
That's it.
Well, in that case, then let me make sure it's I'm a Green Bay fan, or I am a Green Bay fan. That would be bad 5 words right there for me. But
I'm a big Packers fan.
Yeah, I'm a big Packers fan. I love those Packers, damn it, or something like that.
I like to steal everything.
Make me cut you.
Thunder, you got a couple more before we go to Scary?
Yeah. Wait, I've got 5 more words. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
10 out of 12 steps, okay?
What?
Do what?
10 out of 12 steps, okay?
That's perfect. Oh my god.
She was your wife, really?
Scary Justin, you got any more?
Let's see. I am a sex addict.
Who isn't?
I don't like to work. When is my break time? Do I get paid now?
Exactly.
Hold on.
Hey.
And I got one more that I.
When do I start, jackass?
I was going to save it for the last one, and the last one that I was going to do, but it was at the top of the page because it was like one of the last ones that I did on Twitter. But
I got one more. Those drugs aren't mine, really.
But this one's brilliant. This one's brilliant. And if I can just, nobody understands my work ethic.
Awesome.
All right, now we ready to do some trivia?
Hell yeah.
Is there really a background check?
You didn't really mean that, right?
Hey, Scary Justin, I've added something to your little intro, so listen. Hello. I'd like to play a game with you.
Welcome to Scary Justin's Horror Movie Trivia on the Will and Thunder Show.
All right, welcome, Scary Justin. What do you got for us this week? Yeah.
Well, I love the intro. That was pretty cool.
Thank you.
That was pretty awesome.
I want to play a game.
That's perfect. I mean, it doesn't get more perfect than that.
That was cool. Yeah, I got
Good
a couple
job on that,
already.
Will.
Oh, and by the way that we do this, if you think you know the answer, you just say your name. So.
I know. Look, I'm trying to learn this. I did last week. I fucked it all up and just screamed the answer out. I got this time.
Right now, Justin leads the Will and Thunder show 2-0.
Oh, the week before I had 2. I had 2 the week before.
No. He won. He won the show.
Yeah, every
it went
week
up the week before.
It doesn't matter.
Will,
He leads to.
All right, so we're keeping tally, though.
We're keeping a running score. So it doesn't matter. If one of us has to.
What about the first week then? I have no wins right now because of the first week I had 2.
Yeah, but he stumped us more. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Okay, so he won 2. We have not. Okay, I understand now. I got you.
In order for us to win, the Will and Thunder show has to get more right.
No matter if you get it or I get it, we get a point. As the Will and Thunder show.
I'm learning.
Look, I dressed myself.
Yeah, the rules can change. The rules will change every week until we get it right.
All right, so the way it works right now, if he stumps us, he gets the points, but if we win, we get the points no matter who answers.
Right, and we'll keep it.
Okay, good, done.
We'll keep it on a week-to-week basis for us, so that we, just for bragging rights. But
I got you. I mean, so it's not.
What really matters is
of
the
which
Will and
we
Thunder
have
show
none
versus
right now.
Gary Justin. Okay.
All right, we gotta whoop his ass. All right. See, that's not fair, because then somebody's going to pull shit out and be like, in 1915, there was a horror movie that he looked up and we're like, I ain't got a fucking clue. Let me call my dead grandfather, and he might tell me.
You need to use the Ouija board to figure that out, Thunder. Come on.
Okay, let's
use the Ouija board.
Hey, no Googling.
Yeah, the Ouija board, though, is totally acceptable.
Yeah. Okay, as long as I can use the dead spirits to help me, that's cool.
Right.
That's fucking.
We don't
that's
have
a great help.
we don't have a lot of time right now. So
I know. Let's do this. Let's go ahead. Let's go.
I'm ready. You guys ready?
We're ready.
Okay. Besides Child's Play, name a killer doll or any toy movie.
Chucky.
Chris.
Kevin.
Will. Chris, go ahead.
You already said Chucky, so
That's all right. I didn't chime in the right way. That's my fault. You go ahead.
Well, Chucky is one of them, but I had another that was on my mind, and now my mind has drawn another blank.
No, the
and then I realized it was
the
not
movie.
a
The
movie.
question was name the movie.
Oh, well, Child's Play.
Okay. Ding.
Yeah.
Yay,
we
I
have
finally
a
got
winner.
on the board.
Good job, Chris. We
I
love
finally
you.
got the question right.
All right, go ahead.
See. Okay. This 1985 Italian gore fest is about strangers getting a movie pass on a what the hell does that say? Oh, they get a movie pass of an entitled movie, and that leads to bloodthirsty results.
It's an
Italian movie?
Yes, but it's in English though. It's dubbed in English.
Super Mario Brothers?
Damn turtles.
I mean, I
No.
know that movie was a horror movie, but it didn't mean to be a horror movie.
Kazam.
Poor turtle.
It has one word. The title's one word.
Jaws. I have
Spaghetti.
No idea.
Is it one of the
Italian,
movies
right?
that we answered last week?
No.
Assault.
Why do I have a feeling that we answered this already?
I don't think so.
Okay, pass because we don't know that one. You get a point. It's Scary Justin 1, Will and Thunder Show 1.
Yay.
What's the name of it?
Demons.
Oh, okay.
Look, America.
Okay.
Somebody should have guessed that, you sons of bitches.
Yeah, right.
It's all right, Thunder. I scored you a point.
I know. All right, go ahead.
There. Time for another one, or should I do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
about 2 more.
All right. In this classic from 1959, you have to spend the night and stay alive to get the prize money.
Will.
It got remade in 1999.
Will. House on
Go
Haunted
for it,
Hill.
Will.
House on
What was
Haunted
the
Hill.
answer? Yes, correct.
All right, we're in the lead right now.
What is the name of the movie? I missed that.
House on
Haunted Hill.
Oh, yeah. Well, my phone was like,
Yeah, I did the same thing. So anyway, all right. So now we're up 2-1.
Hey, I made that too.
All right. Now we're up 2-1, and we had 3 questions. So we win tonight, or are we gonna keep going on here?
No, if Scary Justin ties it up, then there's one more tiebreaker. And then
Okay, let's go ahead. One last question.
Okay.
Or maybe 2.
All right. Before I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, this 1980 slasher is about a tragic event that leads to childhood friends to keep a secret that turns deadly on a special school event.
What's the year you said?
1980.
That's way too early for what I was thinking.
I feel like I've seen every horror movie from the 80s, and then when I play this trivia, I realize that either I've forgotten them all, or I really haven't seen that many horror movies.
I think the same thing, man.
Oh, I'm stumped.
Yeah, you and me both.
Does it take place at a school, or wait. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna get. Is it based on a book?
No.
Okay, then there goes my guess. Okay. Anybody?
I know what you did last summer, 1980.
Yeah, it's before.
No, he said it's before that.
I know that. I'll just
1980.
I know what you did last Christmas.
I know.
Which one was it?
I know
no
what
idea.
You did last Christmas. That was
I know what you
again
did last
Hollywood.
Christmas.
What is it?
Prom night.
Oh my God! I can't believe I didn't get that. I've seen that movie.
Miguel's gonna get you.
We've all seen that movie.
All right. One last question: who wins and who loses here?
Well, our guests
All right,
have
Justin.
not arrived yet. Our guests have not arrived yet, but so let's go ahead and do the tiebreaker.
Oh.
Tiebreaker, then we'll play a song.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, that sounds good.
So, you
All
ready
right, what's
for
your
it?
tiebreaker?
All right. In the TV series Dynasty in Season 2, featured two male stars from two big horror movie franchises. Name the two franchises.
And from Dynasty?
Yeah, there were two male stars
Are you
that
kidding me?
they weren't they weren't the leads, but they were featured in the scary movies. Two franchises.
Chris is gonna guess. I'm gonna guess. I said my name, Chris. I'm gonna guess that is Nightmare on Elm Street one of them?
Yes.
Halloween.
I got half a point. Okay. And the other one, is it? I'm teetering between one or the other, but I'm gonna go with
one of the two.
Is the other one Friday the 13th?
13th. No.
It was Halloween, wasn't it?
Okay, Will. I'm gonna
Thank
go. I'm gonna go.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Halloween.
Let's see what I have written there. Oh no.
Okay, and I get one more.
You should know it already.
Puppet Master.
Oh no.
Kevin.
Thunder.
Candyman?
It's up to you.
Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th?
No, I guessed.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
That was my guess, and I got it wrong.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's one of the three right there.
You just blew it. You totally blew it, man.
So did you,
Yeah.
you cupcake, bitch.
There's I blew it, but I didn't guess something that had already been guessed.
All right. But, well,
Oh, my God.
Hellraiser. I don't know. Oh, stop it.
Wait, Hellraiser, is that your guess? Is that what you're going to go with? Because
I'm going to go Nightmare on Elm Street and Hellraiser.
No, yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street's correct.
Well, yeah, we know
we
that.
got half a point.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. What is?
Well,
Okay,
the last one. Do you want the answer for that one?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, we've all answered and we're wrong, so.
Yeah, I was like Jason Goes to Hell. The final Friday.
She said Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I did. I guessed Friday the 13th. You said
You did? I didn't hear that one. So that,
I won!
you had that one.
Will and Thunder Show wins
So we win.
this week.
Are we
Yes,
tied
we
or
do.
did we win?
You win this week. I'll tell you it's all about next week. So, Justin, since we won, are you scared?
Angry.
We're getting better at this. And not only did I finally get on the board, but I actually won for the show.
Don't let it go to your head, all right?
You got them both right.
No.
All right,
I'm just happy to be on the team.
Our guests are beginning to arrive. We're gonna play. Another song right quick. This one is called "Who's Your Buddy Now," and that's the title track to one of their early albums. This is Dead Serious, and we'll be right back on the Will and Thunder Show.
Thank you, Justin.
Thanks, Justin, man. We'll talk to you later, buddy. See you next week, buddy.
All right.
blog, internet blog. Yeah.
All right, welcome back to the Will and Thunder Show. That, of course, was the legendary Dead Serios from Melbourne, Florida, and we've got that sounded like Joe Delcorvo. Is that who we got here?
Yeah, that's me. What's up, man?
What's going on, my friend?
Oh, we're just at rehearsal right now.
Welcome into the show, man. Thanks, guys, for taking a little time out of your preparations for the show, man. Saturday night's going to be unbelievable, and I am so upset that I'm not going to be able to be there, man.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Pleasure to meet you guys.
How you doing?
Good. Congratulations on your...
That's our female entity on the show right there. That's Chris, the lady in black, man, and she's fucking rocks out. She's so cool, man. But, yeah, Joe, man, can't wait to see what's going on with you guys, man. You guys pumped up for this show Saturday night?
Yeah, this is going to be stupid. We just had a violinist come in here, and I won't give up anything, but she's bringing a different dimension to what we did, and this sounds like really, really good. Like, I was like, I've never played with a violinist in my life. I was just like listening to her. I was like, wow, this sounds incredible. You guys got to hear this.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm Saturday.
Of course, we have a different guitar player right now.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, circumstance had it that Doug Gibson won't play the show, but we got this guy, Steve Pooley. He's freaking incredible. He's gelling really well. 2 weeks. 2 weeks he's done this with us. It's great.
Well, he was.
Hey, you guys just gonna blow it out, man.
He was one of the band's early guitar players too. So I mean.
Yeah, like we were just playing Who's Your Buddy. I think he might have played on that.
I was thinking that too. I mean, it was. But I've met Steve. I don't know if he'll remember me or not. But I mean, but that was. Yeah, he's a phenomenal guitar player. When Chris told me that, when Dad Lee told me that he was, taking over and everything, I was like, okay, you guys are in good hands.
Yeah, this guy's incredible. Actually, we had Stu Coleman come in last night, and he played on the first album too, and he's going to play a song with us on Saturday. So
Very cool.
It sounds really, really good.
And you guys got the lineup kicking, man. You got a lot of guest musicians coming in, and as you said, you got a violinist coming in there. It's gonna, put a totally new dimension in there, right there. You guys are phenomenal as it is, and I hope. Are you guys gonna record this and put this on DVD or put it on a CD or anything like that?
That's definitely official. We are. We actually got a camera crew coming in. It's like 3 cameras. And we are actually going to do this whole thing. We're going to have backstage stuff. We're doing this whole thing.
Now, is it too much to ask? Would it be revealing too much to ask how or why the idea of the violinist came into play, or is that, would you be revealing too much of a surprise?
Well, yeah, I don't want to give too much of it, but she is incredible. I will actually tell you that she was on tour for a while with Jimmy Page and Robert Plant.
Oh, wow.
Yes, years back, and she just came in here and she just whacked us out, and I'm like, I was like, unbelievably amazed how this sounds right now, because we have this guitar player Steve Pooley, and he's come in here in like 2 weeks and done incredible things right now.
Well, the good news, Thunder. I mean, I know you had to miss the show, but at least now you'll get to watch the DVD.
Exactly. I'll be the first one to buy one. I guarantee you that. I mean, I should be there on the stage and, the forefront right there when Will gets to introduce the band right there. And, I love you guys, man. I've seen you guys 100 times. And, man, love you guys to death and wish I could be there, man. Unfortunately, with the injury I had, I'm kind of stuck at home right now. But I cannot wait. Oh, yeah, it is. Blew my knee out 2 weeks ago, and now I can't leave the, all that kind of stuff. But I cannot wait to see this DVD or video that you guys are going to have going on here. And I keep watching you guys on Facebook and see,
Are you there?
Thunder? I'm here.
He's gone.
Oh no!
He was talking. He's gone.
The aliens got him.
This always happens to him. But
he needs
Chris,
to get another phone or something.
Chris, will you do me a favor when he comes back in? Will you bring him in? I'm outside smoking a cigarette.
Well, it still shows that he's on there. It doesn't say call dropped or anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it shows that he's still logged in. So.
You guys talking about me?
Yeah.
Where the hell did you go?
Where'd you go?
I was right there. I was talking the whole time, and everything was working fine. All of a sudden, you guys got a little static right there, and that.
Oh yeah, well we didn't hear any static on our end.
Oh, then that was my end right there, and I apologize.
You must have been traveling through time again.
Joe,
I was looking for.
Joe, how many guest guest performers are you in total are you having for this show?
I think we have like 5 or 6. Like I said, I don't want to give too much away, but
right. I'm not asking you to. I was just asking for a number. That's all.
Yeah, 5 or 6. We'll go with that.
Nice.
Well, I mean, I ask these questions simply because I'm not from Florida, and I know that we have listeners that aren't from Florida and may not necessarily know your music that well. So I'm trying to kind of get a feel of what you guys have got going on for our listeners out there who are just hearing about you guys for the first time and might be interested in learning more about your music or what they might have to look forward to if they purchase this DVD or stuff like that, or what kind of things that is typical of your live shows, or in this case of this performance that you're doing, maybe not so typical, etc.
You will constantly smile. It's entertaining. It's entertaining show. It's high volume. It's we come from the school of Aerosmith and Kiss, and we enjoy playing live. We are a live band. This is a live band, and the stage show is kind of like on the other side. I always told people is like you put Metallica and Andrew Dice Clay, you got a Dead Serious show, and that's
sounds
what
like
it
fun.
is.
Nice.
Oh, you have no idea. And the one thing I was going to say, when she said when it comes to your stage show, tell me what's typical about it. There is nothing typical about a Dead Serious stage show.
No.
Nothing.
Anything goes.
Anything and everything goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing.
I did rehearsal last night with these guys, and I was sore. You know, it was like we're just like going to this, and this is like a cool show here at the King Center. Nobody knows about the King Center in Melbourne. This is where the
Beach Boys play there
bigger
all the time.
band, the bigger acts play. And
Bill
stuff.
Cosby just played there 3 weeks ago.
Who's that?
The guy that's shunned from the world of, one of the biggest guys that's shunned from the world right now played there 3 weeks ago.
Bill Cosby, yes. And,
I mean, and this is a huge venue right there. I mean, honestly, there's been so many big bands that have come in through there. I mean, you guys have, to play at the King Center right now is huge. Especially, you guys took a hiatus for a while. And for you guys to come back and to play a show that big, that quick, it's amazing.
What we got here is this band playing at this place, and nobody that's local does this. This is a celebration about this band. And Bill, I told you this. Geez, we talked about a long time ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, this is what this is, a celebration of this band, and for Mr. Dead Lee, and this is something better than I would ever imagine right now. This is the best we've ever sounded. I don't joke about that. This is really, really good. It's going to be a really cool thing for people to come out and see this.
There's a lot of bands out there right now. I mean, you can look at bands right now like Metallica, Aerosmith, and everything. Like, oh, we've been doing this 30 years, we've been doing this 40 years, we've been doing this 50 years. You guys are a part of that right now. I mean, this is your 30 years, and you guys are putting on this huge show in the area where you guys got started at. And you guys went so far beyond, the Harbor City and through Melbourne, and you guys were in Cocoa Beach, and you went through Orlando. And, you guys are on the verge of getting signed right now, but you're coming back home right now for your 30-year anniversary. And you know how big it is right there for 30 years to spread joy to so many people. And the great thing is, after, it's been a 10-year hiatus, and people still are like, man, you don't know about this band Dead Serious. You guys have no idea. They're telling kids that are playing in the little bars right now.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, you know what? You want to put on a show? You should have seen Dead Serious. Yep. They put on a show. And to be a part of that band is amazing.
I'm going to be 46
this year. But that's actually kind of cool, though. I mean, that's kind of cool that you guys have been around that long, but yet you're still underground enough to where you're still new to a lot of people. So it's not like a lot of these bands out there where it's just, oh, God, those guys have been around 30 years. Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't be surprised if on Saturday, we see like a bunch of, teenagers and stuff there that have never seen Dead Serious before. And, but that's something that's common, like wherever you go, whenever Iron Maiden puts on a show or wherever Striper puts on a show or whatever, there's all these kids there that are seeing them for the first time, not because their parents dragged them there, but because they listened to it and they're like, oh my God, this is amazing.
But in respect, though, it is their parents, because a lot of parents out there that are our age, give or take a few more years, they are raising their kids on this music, and the kids actually grow up, like one of our past guests, Gabby Ray, grew up listening to this music and finds that, hey, I actually like this and think it's good music, and this is what I listen to. And,
my kids right there.
Ironically,
good. Yeah.
I got two kids right there in the age of 11 and 13 right now, and they listen to all different kinds of music, and they like the kind of not hip hop, but R&B sometimes, or they listen to country.
Yeah.
Well, I'll throw in there like, let me show you something, and I'll find on YouTube Mr. Potato Head, and they're like, oh, that's so fucking cool right there. And I'm like, see, that's what Daddy listened to right there. And now my son, who's 11 years old, wants a guitar from listening to what I've done on this show right here and talking to musicians right here. And I'm like, that's what I want to do right here is I want to pass it on right there. You know, and Joe, to be honest with you, when I was you might be a year or two older than me, but listening to you and Carrie Starr is what made me want to play bass guitar.
Yeah.
You are like Steve Harris in my eyes on the local music scene. You're fucking ridiculous. You are ridiculous. Speed and fast.
Let the man
I'm
talk.
sorry. Hold on.
For the first time now, I start feeling like I'm Steve Harris again because my chops are like really good now. Because I put my bass up, I don't play it, But now it's like, wow, this. I'm telling you, man, this sounds so good. I'm so proud of this band right now. It's like this is like amazing. It's so cool. I'm so hyped. I'm sorry.
That's shit. I'm hyped.
No, that's awesome, man.
We did a in our opening segment, we usually do like a heavy metal news segment and everything. We cut that because we were just talking. We were telling Chris and our listeners about about you guys and everything, and it's it's amazing. As what I said, and this is something I'm going to say in my opening monologue when I introduce you guys.
Right.
If you the first time I saw you guys, I was like 16 years old. I'm 41 now, and if you had told me back then that I would be introducing you guys at your 30th anniversary show, I'd have been like, oh, you're freaking crazy or whatever. And I'm I just want to say right now, I don't know if the other guys are listening in the other room or something like that, but I just want to say I'm freaking honored, and it's incredible to be part of this, and I'm sure that the other guests that you guys have booked to come on feel the exact same way.
Yeah, dude, I'm just telling you right now, when you come to see this, you're gonna be like, wow, because this is gonna be the best we've ever been. And I'm saying, I'm like 40. I'll be 46 years old this year. This is freaking stupid. It's great. It's freaking great.
So you've been in this band since you were 16 years old?
19.
Yeah.
I was 19 years old when I started with these guys.
Oh, okay. So you weren't an original member from 30 years ago, or?
No, but I was pretty much an original member. This band started like 19.
Exactly.
Okay.
19. I think in like 1980s.
Well, I'm trying to keep up with
Yeah, I think they started like 1985. And I joined them in 1988, but I've been like their bass player forever.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's very cool.
I am the Paul Stanley of this band.
You absolutely are. If I could paint a picture for you right now, take the best musical band that you know of that has a little grunge depth to it and a little hardness to it. Throw some comedy into the vocals and the best theatrics you've ever seen, and that is dead serious right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can I ask you a question about one song in particular, and a stage prop? I mean, are we gonna? Is like a, I mean, I know you guys still have the original Potato Head, but I mean, if you don't want to answer, that's fine. But I mean, is that one going to be there, or do you guys have something bigger planned?
This one's going to be a moot point because this is going to be like a surprise, and I can't really talk about this one.
Well, Chris, what I'm talking about is when they had the song "No More Pipe for Potato Head." It's about when the Surgeon General decided that Mr. Potato Head's pipe makes him want to smoke. And they had this Mr. Potato Head doll that was about like 4 feet tall, and it had a big pipe. And he's flicking birds with his fingers and everything. But the pipe was pyro.
Yes.
It was like one of the coolest things I ever seen. And I was just wondering, it's like, okay, are we going to see the same Potato Head thing, or are we going to, or is it going to be something?
Is it going to have a bong or instead, or that would be kind of...
We have a little surprise here for that.
Nice. Well,
I want to give too much away, but yeah.
Don't give anything away. Don't give anything away, Jeff. So, Joe, I have a question for you. About 20 years ago, it was about that time.
I didn't do it.
No, you didn't do it. It was me. But you guys were playing at the pub in Cocoa Beach.
Yes.
You guys played there many times, hung the Rosemary Babies from the rafters right there.
Yes.
And there was a night that there was a guy that had a real lawnmower. Do you remember that night?
Yeah, we actually talked about that before. You came around and brought the lawnmower
No, here's
in.
the deal. I was actually going to bring a lawnmower on stage to introduce you guys when I was there. Just for shits and giggles, just to bring it back. But yeah, that was not a good idea on my part by any means. I was not in the right mind to make that decision. But it was there, right by the back door, which was right by the stage, if you remember. And it was quite fun. I almost ran over Will, Deadly, and Damian Johnson.
If you don't enjoy what we do, and you get the fuck out. This is what we do is fun. Everything's fun. I want to look out. Thank you very much.
It is right up there.
When I want to look out and see people, I want to see them smiling, and that's what we do.
Right.
Yeah.
And that should be
so
the motivation of every band out there.
And with your lyrics right there, it does hit the everyday man right there. When it comes to every song right there, Buster's Got a Booger or Lawn Care Standard, one of my favorites.
Do we have another guest on the line? I see another phone number here.
This is Mr. Deadly Serious himself.
Oh, what's up, Deadly?
Hey.
I know you.
The greatest entertainer.
Yeah, I just want to say that whatever my bass player just told you is all true.
It's the first time that statement has ever been said.
I don't know what he said, but I would believe every word.
Will, I want you to
not everybody is mean to the bass player.
I understand that. So do me a favor right there, Will. I want you to take that, caption it, and I want you to hold that, please, because it's the first positive statement of a bass player on this show in 2 years. Thank you.
I'll go even further. I'll let you know, and Thunder, I think you can back me up on this. The bass player is the most important member of any rock band.
And I agree with you. We're the foundation.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm saying.
I love
are you guys doing? Are you guys doing well tonight?
Yes, sir.
We're doing fantastic.
We haven't had a chance to chat since the holidays. I hope it was all good for you guys.
Happy New
Year. It was fantastic.
Now, Thunder, did you hurt yourself?
I did. On New Year's Eve, I was hanging out with my children. We were having a good time, and we were kind of wrestling around, and I turned the wrong way, and I blew my knee out.
So you're not coming down to see our show then. You're gonna be MIA.
I am, and I hate that more than anything in the world. As a matter of fact, I've tried everything in the world to figure out how I could get down there, and there's no way. I was out of work for 2 weeks and trying to figure out, not just financially, but fiscally, how I could get away from work for another week.
Well,
so you couldn't charter Thunder a helicopter or a...
Yeah, when I used to tour with Poison, if Bret Michaels was going to miss a gig, they'd fly him in with a helicopter. They'd drop lift him right into the arena.
Well, you know, as close as I am to that popularity right now, I'm about 1 inch off that right now. So I don't have the helicopter. I've got an ultralight, but I don't think I have enough gas to get down to Florida.
Well, I would certainly be happy to try to accommodate you. That if we can offer to drop lift you into the theater that night, I'd be up for that.
If you can find a way, honestly, right now, if you can find a way, and I've always been so afraid of jumping out of an airplane because I don't think it's safe to jump out of a perfectly good airplane with a piece of silk tied to my back. But if you came up with it right now, I will quit my job and I will jump in an airplane and I will skydive into the arena or outside the arena on Saturday to be there.
Well, Thunder, maybe you can get into a giant cannon, and then they can point it towards Florida. And
that's a big cannon.
I love that.
That's a big cannon from Tennessee. And I'm telling you what,
I want to be. You have to do it. You have to do it the bass player way. You know, some weird life.
All right, whatever. That's fine. I don't care. Shoot me out of a cannon. I'll do it.
I like the cannon idea, Christiana. I think you nailed it right on the head there. We'll blast them in through a cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that
Well,
could be on the
hold
extras
on.
in the bonus DVD.
Okay, do you guys realize that my nickname is the Thunder Midget? So if I get shoot out of a cannon from Tennessee to Florida, I'll probably lose another 3-4 inches, and then I'll have to be, a real midget. That's not. I mean,
from what I understand,
there as it is.
Well, you'll still be taller than me, so it doesn't matter.
Dude, my knee's already messed up right now. I mean, I don't need an MRI for my back. I mean,
from what I understand, you can't afford to lose another 3 more inches.
No, I can't. I can't afford to lose an inch or two. That's what my wife said.
That's just what I hear. I don't know what that means, but that's what I hear.
I can explain. I told my wife we've been married.
Have you been talking to his ex-wife?
I have an answer for that. I told my wife I needed some strain. She said if I had an inch or 2 more, I'd get some. But anyway.
Well, listen, man, you'll be with us in spirit. Will is gonna. He's going to bring the flavor of the show right down center stage. He's going to introduce us to the show. We've sold several hundred tickets. We're just about sold out. We should be completely sold out here in the next day or so, and it's going to be huge. And we're honored to have somebody from the show coming down and representing your program on our stage. We're honored to have Will down, and it's going to be a great time. We're having
so for those of you out there, for those of you listeners out there who are listening to the show, and you still have a chance to get down there and get your ticket, if you're listening to this and decide you like what you hear, if you're in the Florida area, go and see the show. Buy a ticket before they're all gone.
Yeah, it's a great venue. It's a world-class performing arts center. We're honored to even have been asked to play this, especially for our 30th anniversary. To have that kind of a celebration in that type of a world-class venue is really humbling. You know, it's an honor, and we're looking forward to it, and we're looking forward to Will coming back down to Florida and hanging out with him, and we're having the show professionally shot, multi-camera angle. So even though you can't make it Thunder, you'll be able to as soon as the video is edited and produced, you'll be able to watch it and feel like you were right there in the middle of the action.
Now, is there like do you have a ballpark estimate on when that DVD might be ready, or like a potential release date that you guys might see that?
I've not discussed a specific turnaround with the guy, with the company that's coming in. We've got a crew of 3 or 4 people with the video company. The impression that I get is that we're probably won't be looking much more than maybe a couple of weeks to have that out and available. And we've got
really quick.
Yeah, we've got a great indie label that we're signed to now that is really behind us in terms of getting merch out. They're committed to getting the home video out. We're going to be they're actually the label that's putting out the Dead Serious tribute album in a few weeks. We're going to be going in the studio with them and working on a brand new album this summer. And they're also in the process of going through all of our old master reels. And within the next few weeks, the entire Dead Serious catalog will be finally, for the first time, available through iTunes. So just having the support of a label that believes in us has really been a game changer. So, by the time we speak again, maybe in the spring, the full Dead Serious search operation will be will be in production, and all of our old records will be available globally, and we'll be smack in the thick of working on a brand new album. So it's very exciting again to be in Dead Serious. We had been a little inactive for a while, but last year when you guys motivated us to get back in the game, it just really exploded bigger than ever. So we're looking at coming into our 30th year, and instead of being at the end of the story, it's kind of like we're just beginning, which is very exciting, for an artist.
So you can actually say with certainty that it was the Will and Thunder show that brought you guys back together and started this.
I would blame Will and Thunder almost completely for this debacle.
That's awesome.
Hey, Chris,
we always like to say what a magical show we are, and
everything
a lot
was
of the
fine.
times we joke.
everything was fine in our world until those two morons had to jump in the middle and get it all stirred up and bring it back to life again. And
don't blame me. I didn't do it.
You know, Dad, I want to tell you one thing, Dad.
Actually,
without
Joe,
you,
yes,
none of this would be possible. And I appreciate the accolades that you give us. And you know what? It's so beautiful to be a part of that right there.
We have that effect on bands. We just, magical things happen when.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
The way that it happened was we had Joe Delcorvo and Steve Harvey from another Florida band called Who Was I on the show. And we just got, it was just we had a guest cancel on us, and it was just like kind of a last minute thing, and we were just talking, and we just got talking about like the possibility of a Dead Serious reunion concert. Now the thing with the tribute album, that was already in the works with the with the band's blessing and everything, but they hadn't really talked about a reunion.
No, we had no interest or no plan to do anything other than just to support this label that was doing the tribute album. And then after Joe, like you said, Joe on the other line, our bass player who was talking to you a second ago, like you said, that's exactly the truth. You had Joe on the show, and you got Joe's enthusiasm charged up, and then Joe got me on the phone, and he wouldn't let me go until I gave in, and now I'm glad I did. We're at an all-time high in the story of our band.
Yeah, and I'm so happy to be part of that. It's I was telling Joe before you came on that I'm if you had asked me the first time I saw you guys, I was like 16 years old, and if you had asked me then, it's like if you had told me then that I was going to be introducing you guys on your 30th anniversary show, I'd have looked at you funny.
Yeah, I would have looked at you funny too, because I remember when you were 16. I wouldn't have let you on my stage. Listen, hold it a second. My phone is about ready to die. My phone is getting ready to die. I'm going to turn this back over to Joe and let him wrap up with you. But I just want to say thanks for your support. Thanks for believing in us. Will, we're looking forward to seeing you here in a couple of days and bringing you on stage to introduce us. We're excited about all of that. And I'm going to turn it over to Joe, and he's going to see you out, and I'm going to plug my phone into the wall.
Well, have a good show on Saturday or Sunday, and congratulations to all the upcoming projects, and kick ass this weekend.
We'll speak to you guys soon. Thanks again.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Deadly Serious, everybody.
Woohoo!
That's not me now.
Yeah, we're talking to you now. That's right.
What up, bitch?
What up?
I'm talking to my guitar player, my drummer out here. We're still at rehearsal right now. Actually, I want you to say hi. Oh, Steve Pooley, right now.
Sweet.
I gotta put him on.
Hello.
Steve, what's up, man?
What's going
on, Steve?
Put him on the phone.
Huh? Hello.
Hey, Steve, what's going on, brother?
What's going on?
Oh, man, just chilling. That's about it. Just doing a couple more songs and heading to the house.
Well, man, congratulations, man. Man, you guys got a big thing going on Saturday night. Man, ready to roll, man?
Oh yeah. We're gonna kick it.
Sweet.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm stoked. I'm gonna see you guys before the show and everything, and obviously the day of and the after party and everything. But I mean, I'm stoked. I mean, I haven't been
Hey, you know how stoked you are right now, Will? Mention how Steve feels right now. Man, I mean, I understand that you're coming in right now a little late in the project, but I mean, to be with a band like this and a band you've been with before and to be a part of this gigantic 30-year anniversary, man, it's got to be so awesome for you, man. You got to feel like you won the lottery almost.
Absolutely. I mean, it's really awesome. I mean, the guys in the band are awesome. They play great, and I can't bitch. Went from rags to riches to rock and roll. So here we go.
That's right there. And you know what? Hey, I mean, what have you done? I mean, you played with Dead Serious before, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah, in the 80s, and then went back and forth text, and it's all good. They're good. They're like my family, so it's I walked right in.
What'd you do? What'd you do between that? I mean, you were still playing with bands, or have you been kind of sitting on the side and waiting, for something to come back? Or
no, I was playing with the Scoobies for quite a while.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm sure you know that band. We played around all over the place, and then I had my own band, Blue Rooster, which we played quite a bit. And then I was down in Miami playing in a band called Sweat and Bullets. And I know it's a dumb name, but it's what the singer had in.
No, it's good, man. Look, there's no dumb names for bands, man. There's so many bands out there right there, and everybody's got a name for something. So, I mean, you just got to think what you get when you kind of think of a name. And just like Sweat and Bullets, we had a band called Black Mariah, and we had Matt Stone. Cool. I mean, what was you thinking at the time? It sounds cool as hell. You never know what's going to come out.
I wanted to ask, maybe it's probably too late, but we talked about earlier the origins of the name Dead Serious. So I guess this would be a good time for you guys to fill us in. Those of us who are not from Florida and don't really know your history that well.
Not the name Dead Serious, but the spelling of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, Will was saying there's an origin story to the reason why it's spelled the way it is and so on. So if anybody wants to throw that out there.
Right. Well, hold on a second. Joe can probably explain that a little bit better.
Hey, look, man, it's like me. I'm like, I'm just a bass player. Like, I just fucking play guitar. I don't know what the fuck they call it, Dead Serious. I'm just a guitar player.
Yeah,
why do you guys call it this shit?
No,
why is the spelling wrong?
It's just going to be well, hold on. Here's Joe for you.
That's fine.
What you want?
What you want? I want
the story behind the spelling of Dead Serious.
Well, that came about.
Nobody graduated? I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Their original flyer, guy screwed up on the name, and he was supposed to spell it serious, like the real serious, but he spelled it like Serios. And that's how the name came about.
Yeah, it's just kind of stuck. It's kind of like a bad tattoo. If the artist screws up, you're kind of stuck with it.
Like that movie with
cool,
but
no regrets, not one letter.
No, dude, everything's good, man. I told you I'm 46 years old. This is all good. We're gonna kill it.
The whole time this show's been going on since you guys came on and everything, it's ironic that we're like coming up on the Super Bowl. This show tonight kind of, well, whatever.
Fucking bullshit.
Show,
the bullshit call everybody knows. Fucking Des Bryant had that fucking touchdown. Don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, and everybody knows it was pass interference too in the Lions game.
Yeah, it's fun. Whatever. We'll talk about it all day long.
But
don't matter.
But it's like how the press and everything leading up to the Super Bowl. You know how energetic it is and everything with like interviews like here and there and all that stuff. That's kind of the feel that I'm getting with this freaking shit, with this show. I mean,
I agree with you, Will. I agree. This is a Super Bowl of rock and roll music right here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like pumped, and talking to you guys about it, it's just like pumping it up even more. I mean, this isn't just a.
Well, it's definitely the Super Bowl of the Will and Thunder show for sure.
I mean,
true.
This is the band that the show brought together, and kind of represents our whole their journey that they began, and that I've kind of just come along for the ride since then. But.
Well, come on for the ride and wait till you see the CD and the DVD that they put out right there, because I'm telling you right now, you have never seen a show like you're going to see between these four guys right here. Will do something that you will never, ever, I never see again. They're fantastic. Well, and first of all, musically.
I should probably mention real quick, since we're getting towards the top of the hour, and Will said we have a 6-minute song here on the line, so we should probably go and play that now so we have time for everybody to hear it, and then also because the show goes into overtime in a few minutes, so that gives us time to kind of let everybody do their thing.
Yeah, we got to finish the rehearsal.
Right.
All right,
okay.
Well, you know what?
But,
all right, there.
Hold on, before we get going, I was just I just wanted to ask once, like I just brought up, it kind of had like a, lead up to the Super Bowl atmosphere. I mean, is that what's it like, with boots on the ground down there in Florida? I mean, are people like really pumped about it and stuff? I mean, is there a buzz about it, around the, the hometown?
Are you talking about, what are you talking about?
About your show.
The show or the Super Bowl?
Dude. Your show. I'm not talking about the Super Bowl. I'm just comparing it to the...
You said, speaking of the Super Bowl.
I don't even want to talk about football right now. It's not even funny.
I'm not talking about football. I'm talking about
everybody knows Des Bryant had that freaking catch.
No, he's asking about the show.
I'm talking about the build-up. The build-up. Is there a buzz around?
Oh, yeah. Everything's going to be cool. It's like, this is going to be, like, incredible. Incredible. If you don't have your freaking ticket yet, you better start buying it now. Because, like, we're almost done with that.
Yeah, there's only, 10 tickets left?
What's that?
Yeah, so all of you listeners out there who are in the area and want to go check out a good rock band, there's only a few tickets left. So he who hesitates is lost.
If you guys want to go see the best show you can ever see with a rock band playing right here, you got to go see the Serios right there. They're great musicians, great. And, look, New York City couldn't handle the stage show that they have.
No.
And I can't wait to see what you guys are doing right here. And you better bring me back one of the DVDs. If not, I'll buy one, as soon as I can find one. But I'm just saying.
Well, let's go ahead and play the song then, so that way our listeners can hear what they, have an incentive to go check out the show on
And Bill,
Saturday.
you better get ready for the after show party too.
Oh, damn right. I wish. Right.
Yeah, I wish I could be there. Anyway, which song are we playing right now?
It's a 6-minute song.
I've got two left. I've got On the Prowl, and I've got Go to the Mall. Go to the Mall is like 6 minutes long. So
you're playing like old shit.
Yeah, it's old stuff. Yeah.
Well, let's play
the long one then.
That was by request.
My favorites come from the next.
Listen. I don't know how bad it's gonna be. Like through my cell phone. Listen.
They're gonna play something.
You hear that?
We heard it.
Yes,
sir.
Very cool.
It was
playing like Hendrix.
Not bad.
So which one? On the Prowl or Go to the Mall?
I want you to go a little newer school, but I don't know if you have it in your repertoire right there.
Those are the songs that you have to pick from.
All right, we'll just pick one and just play it.
Well, I was going to say go with the longer one, but...
Hey, I got to jump with these guys and finish this up. But,
okay, well, all right, well, thank you for being on the show. We're going to go ahead and play On the Prowl. And but thank you for being on the show, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days, brother.
Yes,
looking forward
to it.
Hey,
Joe. Being on the show, and
you better, man.
Thank you so much. Have a great show this weekend, and
thank you very much,
man.
Hey, Joe, man, kill it, man. Bass player, man. I know you.
Hey,
best thing since Steve Harris, man.
I'm gonna do this
kill it, brother.
For you.
All right, brother. All right, man.
I'm gonna dedicate this for you.
All right, buddy.
And by the way,
man.
I want to say this real fast.
Yes.
Happy birthday to Paul Stanley today.
Happy birthday, Paul Stanley.
63 today.
All right, we'll talk to you later, brother.
All right, guys, take it easy, man.
All right, bye.
Have a great show. Thank you.
All right, that was Joe Delcorvo, Steve Pooley, and of course the legendary Deadly Serious. Thunder has disappeared again. He's actually disappeared from the board. But
I guess he figured that they left, so now he can leave too. But thanks, Thunder.
I'll call him on my cell phone, tell him he needs to call back in because we're going to go to overtime. Just shooting the shit. But let's go ahead and play this song. This one's called On the Prowl, and once again, it's a vintage '80s Dead Serious song. And we'll be right back on the One Thunder Show. Why isn't it playing?
You're looking for blood. You're hot on the trail, and you're ready to love. On the loose till dawn, there's fire in your eyes. I hear the saints calling. You're a master of the skies. Tonight you're on the prowl. Tonight you're on the prowl again. Tonight you're on the prowl. Tonight you're on the prowl again. Love in the nightlight. You're a chainsaw lover. Feel the beat in the city street, 'cause you're going undercover. On the loose all night. I'm sweating down my back. Got your finger on the trigger. And I'm under attack. 'Cause tonight you're on the prowl. Tonight you're on the prowl again. Tonight you're on the prowl. Tonight you're on the prowl again. With lumps and a chisel. Tonight you're on the prowl again. No rest till leather. And there ain't no way that you're gonna win. I wanna go to heaven, but I don't wanna die. I speak only truth. Heavy metal will fly. 'Cause tonight you're on the prowl. Tonight you're on the prowl again. Tonight you're on the prowl. Tonight you're on the prowl again. Tonight you're on the prowl. Tonight you're on the prowl again. Tonight you're on the prowl. Tonight you're on the prowl again. Yeah.
All right, welcome back to the Will and Thunder Show. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up. Looking forward to the
So
Dead
Leave
Serious
It to
concert.
Thunder, he calls during the song, and I hear the phone ringing, but...
I called him. But
okay,
anyway,
okay.
it's all right. We're gonna take it out. We've got about 30 seconds left before it cuts us off. We're not gonna go to overtime tonight, but that's all good. But we will definitely see you guys next week, and y'all have a good weekend. I know I am.
Hey,
Have a
this is
great
Zoe
time
from
in
Asia,
the
and you're listening to The Will and Thunder Show.
Later, people.
Blog Talk Radio.
Basically.
What the hell is that?
I'm sorry. Well.
Welcome Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show.
Will and Thunder Show.
Will and Thunder Show. Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show.
Well, hello, and welcome to the Will and Thunder Show. And will you be my neighbor? No, I'm just kidding here, guys. Let's liven things up a little bit. I am Kevin Thunder, and this is the Will and Thunder Show, man. Everybody get up, stand up. Look, man, we're on the verge of some greatness coming on this weekend, and we're on the greatness of the best Tuesday night ever. I mean, look, it's Tuesday night. It's the Will and Thunder Show. It's even better than a Friday. So anyway, welcome into the Will and Thunder Show. I am Kevin Thunder. Along with you right there, you heard the giggle from our man, Will, right there. And in the background somewhere, we have the lady in black, Chris. How are you guys doing this evening?
I'm great. But that wasn't a giggle.
I hope you like my introduction right there.
I don't giggle.
All right, whatever you did right there, it sounded like a giggle. You're like,
chuckle.
When a male does it, he chuckles.
Okay.
When a woman does it, she giggles.
Part of my, same difference with Will, so I'm just kidding, buddy. I'm just playing. Anyway, welcome into the...
I'm staying out of this.
See, that's what sucks here, is you do have the power in that situation right there, and that kind of sucks. Anyway, so did you like my Mr. Rogers intro right there?
Yeah, that was funny. But if I did that, I do have the power to do it. But if I did that, then I would have to I'd have to do the lead on the show, and you're better at that than I am.
No, we're no better than anyone else on this show. We're all equal parts here, 1, 2, and 3 right here. And I think, without any of us right here, this wouldn't work. So anyway, welcome in, guys, man. Good to talk to you guys. Man, it's been a long week, and a lot of things going on in the news. There's some cheaters out there that are going to go to the Super Bowl, and that kind of upsets me right there.
What else is new?
I know, but anyway.
You know what? Before we go any further, as a Viking fan, I'm just happy as fuck that Green Bay's out. Woo!
Oh man, I got a question.
Fuck it, Green Bay.
How bad do you feel right now if your name is Brandon Bostic?
I mean,
probably
look,
about as bad as a Viking named Anderson did in 1999. So
it's just one of those things.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
My first day back to work since my knee injury was Sunday, and on my way to work, I'm listening to the game on the radio, and Green Bay's up 19-0. I get to work. I'm like, oh, no big deal. Well, another one of my colleagues got to work. Say, oh, yeah, they scored 7 points on it was like a fake field goal or something. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it's 19-7. Green Bay's been dominating the game.
The funny thing. Oh, let me tell you something about that. I was on Twitter. Get the cash register ready. I was on Twitter on our Twitter page at Will and Thunder.
Where the hell? Why isn't it working?
Oh boy.
I did it anyway.
Wait, do that again, Will. Just one more time. You were where?
Okay, I was on our Twitter page at Will and Thunder. Thank you. And people were saying that punter should replace Russell Wilson as quarterback.
And that's horrible. But anyway, I mean, on the same note right there, I mean, I guess the Seahawks were playing that horrible, but then they come back and they scored 15 points in 44 seconds?
Something like that.
At the end of the game. I mean, it was ridiculous, and I couldn't believe that they actually won the game. And then you go to the next game right there, where it's a blowout. I mean, 45-7, Patriots just totally annihilated the Indianapolis Colts. But then during the game, there was an interception by the Indianapolis Colts, and the safety who intercepted the ball went to the sidelines of the ball and goes, "There's something wrong here." Now, and for people who don't know football, each team brings 12 balls to the game, and they interchange the balls constantly. And the ball has to be between 12.5 pounds of pressure and 13.5 pounds of pressure. Because if it's elevated, the ball will sail further and you can throw it further with a little bit of, because of air in it. And if it's softer than that, it's easier to catch, easier to hand off and handle because, the pressure's not in the ball and, it's softer.
And it was raining the entire day. It was raining the entire day.
So, which makes it harder to handle, the ball as right pressure. So anyway, the Colt intercepts the ball, brings it to the sideline, and tells the trainer, look, there's something wrong with this right here. It seems a little, off right here. So the trainer takes it, and he calls upstairs and tells him, look, this ball right here is underinflated.
So his balls weren't as big as expected.
No. Well, hey, that's a Patriots right there. A lot of talk, no big balls.
His balls were not up to snuff.
Exactly. So they call upstairs, and upstairs call. Go ahead.
Before we get onto that, I saw a picture online that was a still shot from the game, and the ref's hand was right between right behind a Colts player, and in the picture, at first glance it kind of looks like the ref has his hand up the Colts player's ass, and it says shut up. It says shut up, Colts. We've just found the deflated balls.
Oh my
so
God.
Anyway, well, they're in the process right now of testing all of the footballs that the Patriots had. If they cheated again, they're going to lose some draft picks next year. But you have to look at things this way right here. They're going to the Super Bowl game.
How would you like to have that job to be a ball tester?
My wife loves it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I guess if you're a female, it's not so bad, but...
Hey, exactly. But anyway...
a straight female.
So they're going to test the balls, and if they get caught, they're going to lose some draft picks, which is no big deal right there. If you're with a team right now, like Belichick, who's been in the league for so long, and he's probably going to retire in a couple of years, and Brady's got 1 year left, and they're going to lose players, and they don't care about draft picks. I mean, the heyday's over. They're going to go back to a building period. So therefore, it's not a big deal. Look, if we lose a couple draft picks, why does it matter? If we can go win a Super Bowl this year by cheating, why not do this?
Well, you know what? I hope that, I hate to say this as much as I cannot stand the Patriots. I want them to win the Super Bowl. You know why?
So there's going to be an asterisk by it.
No, I don't care about the asterisks, and I don't even think that I don't think there's much to this this particular scandal.
So your brother-in-law can give you free tickets to the game.
Well, not even that. But I want them to win so that maybe if Tom Brady gets that 4th Super Bowl ring, he'll frickin' retire.
Here's the thing. What makes me mad? You take a person like Pete Rose, who was one of the greatest icons in baseball, and with one mistake was kicked out of baseball, cannot get into the Hall of Fame, and is exonerated from baseball, period. His name can't even be mentioned in anything that's baseball. And then you have Belichick.
Does that not piss you off, considering that a douchebag, scumbucket, asshole, piece of shit like Michael Vick still has a fucking job, when that piece of crap should be he shouldn't even be allowed to work at a fucking McDonald's, okay? And yet Pete Rose, for doing something that pretty much everyone does, which is gamble, I mean, yeah, he probably shouldn't have done it, but come on, we give this piece of crap another chance, and everybody says, oh, he has the right to earn a living. Fuck him. I'm saying it out there, all you Michael Vick defenders, fuck him, and fuck you too.
Damn.
Well,
Well, I mean, I could also tell the Michael Vick defenders.
Take a salt tablet.
Basically.
Well, what I'm saying is here, the difference is what Michael Vick did. Okay. Well, Michael Vick did is a different situation. Hold on. And we're not going to go into this. Hold on, real quick. What Michael Vick did is a criminal thing. What I'm talking about is a crime against the game that he's in charge of, like Pete Rose did.
But that's what I mean. Like,
okay, well, what I'm saying is here, now
one
Belichick
guy
right
didn't
here.
do something really all that bad in the context of the big picture. What Pete Rose did was really not all that bad.
Oh, yeah.
But yet this guy is going to get shunned from the Hall of Fame for all his accomplishments and everything that he did because of this, but yet this other piece of crap is going to keep on earning a living for something we all know was morally wrong and just bad.
Hold on here. I mean, karma did come back and bite him in the ass, I mean, he did wind up getting, playing backup quarterback to Geno Smith on the frickin' Jets, and he's likely to lose that.
Well, you know what? And all righteousness here, with the Michael Vick thing, yes, what he did was intolerable. He did his time, and he has made leaps and bounds to try and change what he did. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know his head right here, and I can't say do I tolerate what he did? Not at all. Do I tolerate what he's done since and tried to make himself look better. If he's doing it to look better, then, whatever, God will judge you for that. But he has done, things for, against animal cruelty since he's gotten out and tried things. So, his job issue, that's neither here nor there, and that's a self thing that everybody has to look at. What I'm talking about with the Belichick...
Is he going to be shunned from the Hall of Fame? If he ever has a chance to be eligible for the Football Hall of Fame, do you think he's ever going to be blacklisted from the Hall of Fame?
No,
probably not.
No, I don't think
that's
so.
Wrong. What he did, notwithstanding, it was, of course, obviously, it's no secret now how I feel about that. It was a horrible thing what he did. But my point being is, when you look at the two in comparison, it's just, come on, you're going to punish the shit out of one guy for this, but yet this other guy does that, and you're not going to do anything about it. Like, you're not even going to give him a slap on the wrist.
Slap on the wrist, even. You take Belichick, who got caught last time with the videotaping scandal right there, and all they did is they lost a draft pick, and he was fined $500,000, and the organization was fined $250,000. First of all, to find the organization $250,000.